Hello and welcome back to Doom 2 for map 17 Tenements. Now this level seems to be my kryptonite. I cannot get a decent video strung together. When I move into this first room here, two compartments are going to open up, revealing a ton of imps, but I'm going to skip over all of it, instead come around this corner to wipe out this trio of guards. Then I'm going to open this back door here, revealing a room filled with spectres and a hell knight at the far end. We'll try to deal with the spectres as quick as possible. It seems to be refusing to go down. Pick up the Hell Knight now. Down he goes. Still a Spectre down there. Why won't he die? There we go. He's dead now. So I'm done with that area. I can move towards this one here. Now, in this room ahead is the red key. When I approach it, though, the passageway I'm standing in is going to close behind me, or at least it does, or it should do. It's quite inconsistent, actually. Sometimes you can get back out of here and it doesn't even close. Other times, it won't start closing until later on, and you can sneak out just before it finishes shutting behind you. Also, 3 other compartments filled with enemies are going to open up. So let's see what happens this time. Pick up the red key, take out those imps there, and the door closes behind me, allowing me to escape the room. So I now have to wait for the Cacodemons to come along. Cacodemons that did come out of the chambers on either side. They'll be along shortly. They'll probably be teleporting just here. While we wait, are going to move up this staircase and pick off these spectres here. Do it from outside the room. And then when we're ready, move through the door. Here comes the Cacodemons now. Let's have our bazooka equipped again. Oh, that was much closer than I thought he was going to be there. I think there's a total of 6 Cacodemons in there. A few enemies at the far end as well. Let's go down to the end. Off that Cacodemon. There's no Cacodemon chain gunner there. And down into the pool of blood he goes, where we're going next as well, because on the ground there, mostly obscured by the wall, you can see the corner of a teleporter. There's another one on that side as well. This one's red. The 2 silver teleporters, there's actually 4 teleporters down there in total, are going to take you up to the corner rooms. The red ones are going to take you back out of this room. If you run into this room and you get trapped and you want a way out, you can go to the red teleporters, just like one of the Cacodemons did, and that will teleport you out of the room and open the door behind you. So let's go for that silver one first. Teleports me up to this top room. Then I'm going to go for one of the red ones, demonstrating how you might come out of the room. So once you teleport here, the door's going to open behind you and you can escape. Yes, where was I? We've just gone through that red room, that red door, sorry. As you can see, from the top of the staircase, there's nothing of interest over there, but once I hit the switch, a chamber is going to open up over there. But before I go for it, I'm going to come to this window, pick off a few enemies, so I don't have to deal with them later on. Okay, that's all of them I can get at the moment. Instead, let's go back up this staircase now, collect all this, and head downstairs. Now I can pick up this Berserk pack. This is the room where we killed all the Spectres and Hell Knight. And I'm going to come to this elevator at the back here. I think I killed most of the imps up top here, but there might be a few stragglers. Nope, they're all dead. So let's hit the switch. That opens the door into the center of the map. And I can come around here to escape that little room. Now, in the center here, first of all, I can see a chain gunner up there, so we'll wipe him out. I think that's him dealt with. There's a soul sphere on this central platform here, a blue door on the left, some yellow studs at the far end, so the way to go is over on the right hand side here. We'll come to the center here. This way we can pick off these guys without having to deal with any of the enemies behind those yellow studs. I don't want to wipe them out. At this point I could do that, but I don't want to. With them dead, I can sprint across here. Yep, all clear. Let's pull out our bazooka, because there's a revenant over our shoulder here. Now he's down. Go back to our bazooka. Not bazooka, shotgun, sorry. Clear out the remaining sergeants. Now pick up the ammo here. Now this is the point in the level where I constantly muck up, keep having to restart. We need to drop down into this acid here. I can see a little bit of ammo down there. Collect that, hit the switch, lowering this platform, revealing a second switch. So let's hit that, which now opens the compartment just here. I can wipe out that Spectre, then open fire on the barrel here, clearing out most of the enemies up top. One left. pick up the mega armor, hit this switch, which now raises bridge across the center here. Down in the acid, just as before, I can see a couple crates of ammo, but I'm going to go for them in a second after I run across this bridge, open this chamber on the right hand side, wipe out these Tenements and that chain gunner. That also opens a compartment on the opposite side with a similar setup, 2 Tenements and a chain gunner. I can see a mega armor up there, not mega armor, megasphere up in the top right corner as well, but we'll be there right at the very end of this level. For now though, I can drop down into the pool of acid, collect more ammo, and then do the same on the side as well. Get out of there, and you may have noticed there was a small chamber on the right there. So let's jump inside, grab all this, move along here. This is going to take us up to the compartment where those Tenements came from. I've got a ton of ammo, so let's go back to our chain gun. This here drops us into the room we were in before. There's the elevator that took us down to the Hell Knights. You'll see there's actually a false wall here. I'm actually going to just drop out this window though. Instead, I'm going to go to this large chasm here. You can just sprint across. I want to drop down and hit the switch down there though. Hit that and turn around. Deal with the pain elemental. I think I caught him just in time there to stop any of the lost souls from getting me. I'm starting to think that if I keep firing at a pain elemental while he's exploding, all the lost souls seem to die at once at the same time. They don't get a chance to spawn. Anyway, hitting that switch is also going to raise a bridge across on this side now, so I can pick up the blue key here, grab this health, and head back outside. Now I'm going to sprint directly across to the blue door here, taking out some of these enemies. I don't want to stay in the doorway because the enemies next to those yellow studs are hurting me the whole time. Now there are 2 paths to go here. I'm going to go the left path first. Take out those guys. Most of the guys up at the top of this staircase are already dead. In the center of this room is a large pit containing an arachnotron, but he can't actually hurt us from where he is. So we will just ignore him. Instead move around here. Grab these rockets. And when I come to the top of this staircase here, this compartment behind me with the soul sphere is going to open up. So let's run and grab that now. And running into this chamber is now raised this switch out of the ground. So I can hit that, which allows me to progress with the level. Now, oh, blimey, close range. Move around here. Grab these rockets. A few chain gunners left. Got a ton of ammo here. I don't know who that chain gunner was firing. Another chain gunner apparently. Now what I'm going to do here is sprint out this gap, which is going to lower down that lift on the far side, run across the head of the right here, finish him off. That switch down in the acid there, all it does is lower the lift here, so if you missed your chance to get onto the lift, you can lower it again. I also grabbed the yellow key while I was up here, so we can now move on with the level. There are a couple other pathways we didn't go down at this point. One of them, so there's one on the left, one on the right here. I'm going to go down the left pathway. The first thing I'm going to do is drop off here into this chamber, and when I approach the partial invisibility, this wall lowers, and I'm back in the room where I picked up that soul sphere. Let's go back around again. And continue down this pathway. We've got a pain elemental waiting in the darkness for us. Let's test this theory. Okay, maybe I was too close there to make it work. Maybe I'm damaging the lost souls before they've had a chance to actually appear on screen. And I'm in this opposite compartment here. Now, it is actually possible to stand in the top of that staircase there and open fire on this pain elemental in that top dark corner here. He's facing away from you, so he doesn't normally join this fight, but a stray bullet or rocket can cause him to fight in the earlier parts of this level. I'm going to drop off this ledge down here, then sprint back up the staircase, turn to my left, and I'm not going to go the other way down that water there. I'm going to wait and save that for later. Now the switch to lower these studs is just next to me. First I'll take out that chain gunner, open this door, hit the switch, lowering the studs, allowing me to move in and start picking up these imps. Right, I think it's just that Revenant left, so let's light our bazooka. He can't avoid these hits. It's a fairly simple matter to take him out. Now when I move around here, a couple Cacodemons and a Pain Elemental are going to run into the room. Finish them off. I'm not trying to get that Pain Elemental first, but he's hiding in the back there behind these meat shields. There he is, come on. Down he goes, down he goes. And he's dead, okay. Now let's go around the left-hand side first here. Sprint across, and ahead of me is a teleporter, but I'm going to save that. Instead, I'm going to go up through this doorway. Take out that first chain gunner, and carefully step around here to get the attention of the second chain gunner before pulling out our BFG to wipe out the Arachnotron in the center of this map here. Oh my god, he didn't go down. Okay, we got hit by the Arachnotron there. I don't know why that happened. Anyway, we're going to come around to the top here, hit this switch. I guess it's a good thing we saved that Soul Sphere, which is opening a door in that previous room. But we have one other thing we need to do. Open this back wall, revealing a second Pain Elemental now. Now he's dead. I can drop down, pick up this backpack, and look, I'm back in this river area. Allow me to come around here and pick up some of the ammo I missed. Okay, restocking on all this chain gun, that's good. Back outside here, and the door on the right is now open from when we hit the switch in the room with the Arachnotron. I'm going to come around the top again, and now I'm going to run straight into that teleporter, which teleports me up on top of the pedestal here. I'm right inside the Soul Sphere, so as soon as I move I pick it up. Let's drop it down again. There's one other thing we need to do in this map, and that is to drop off the edge here and activate this wall, revealing another switch, so I will hit that, opening that compartment on the right there, sprint straight up through this final secret, pick up the BFG, then off the edge again, lowering the platform down, and I can move up and around here. I said final secret, there is actually one more. I have seen it already, it was that Megasphere from earlier on. Now I hit the switch here to lower the lift, pick up these cells, and then run to this side wall here, running forwards, so I hop through the gap that very briefly appears. Now I can collect this Megasphere, and we have 200% health and armor to finish this level off with. Run all the way around here, carefully move around, up the elevator again. One final enemy at the top here. We'll hopefully get through without taking any damage. Down he goes, and apparently down I go as well. I don't know why the lift went back down, but whatever. Grab a little bit of ammo. And that's us done. And no sooner as I say that, I remember there's actually a final part to this level. Now there's 3 openings here. As I run to the back of each pathway, I can hear another door opening. Each one is going to carry me a little bit further towards the exit. Okay. Gonna go down this 3rd pathway now. It's not obvious which way is the next one to go, but I have it memorized. Okay, this will be the last one now. Nothing else in that left pathway. A ton of chain gunners to end the level. Everyone's favourite Doom 2 enemy. And that's us done with Tenements. Pick up these cells here before I leave. And let's see how we did. Hopefully we get 100% kills, items, and secrets. Okay, kills good. Items also good, and secrets 100% too. Thank God, I'm fed up with doing this level. I've learned to load it. Trying to string everything together, just one coherent playthrough, it was actually really difficult. That took me an ungodly number of tries. And it's that blowing red key room, like it's so inconsistent what can happen. Sometimes you get random Pain Elemental, sometimes the Cacodemons will just overwhelm you. Sometimes the passageway closes behind, sometimes the rockets will easily wipe out that group of imps directly ahead of you, other times like only one imp dies. Sometimes the teleporters kind of don't cause you trouble, sometimes they're really difficult to activate. The chain gunners can pin you down, and then that bloomin' Hell Knight at the start as well, in that room with the specters, sometimes they'll just run off to the right hand side and just won't come back. And then I just gave up, ran down after him, ended up picking a Berserk back up by mistake, and having to get in a fist fight with a Hell Knight. It was all ridiculous, but it's over now. I'm going to be back tomorrow for map 18, the courtyard. That's going to be at 6 o'clock. We've only got 3 levels left now of the 3rd chapter of Doom 2, so hope you join me tomorrow for that.